with Moo for a walk around campus. It's really nice. It's honestly like a little warm. And yesterday was so hot that I decided this morning we would get up nice and early, go for a nice walk, treat ourselves to a cup of coffee at Atticus, and then head back and get a good productive day started. I have a lot of errands and things I need to run today. I need to get groceries. I need to get a bunch of work done for accepted and for research. So it's gonna be a busy one, but Moo and I will take you along with us for the day and for the week. I've got my coffee. I am sitting here answering a ton of emails. I have been so backtracked, and ever since I finished this semester, I've been feeling really sleepy and tired and just lethargic, and I just needed to give my body some rest. And I thought that I was fine after I'd gone to DC because I got to have a little bit of a mental reprieve, but this last week I've just been feeling really out of it. So I slept in this morning a little bit, and I'm feeling so much better, very ready to go attack the day. And what I'm gonna try to do this week is actually go to bed early every day and see if that helps me kind of revamp my sleep schedule, because I've been staying up really late and then sleeping in a lot later than I normally would, and I feel like it's just throwing me off. So I am going to be working all of today. I don't have any meetings scheduled at the moment. I have a couple things that I'm doing for accepted. I have to do the onboarding for Alani, who is joining the graduate admissions team. She's gonna be focused on STEM. And then I also am looking to hire a very part-time kind of freelance photographer to work with me / videographer. And so I'm in touch with a couple of the undergraduates at the film school here and trying to figure out if one of them might be a good fit. I just need somebody to help me shoot some content every once in a while. That's what I'm up to at the moment. I'm just responding to a ton of emails, trying to get through my massive to-do list. And one piece of advice that I have for getting this day started right and for being productive is, instead of sitting here and like making my to-do list and everything, I'm gonna go ahead and get the first couple things on my to-do list out of the way. So that way I feel like I've already gotten certain things done by the time I am writing in my planner. And also that way I can enjoy my time writing in my planner, because sometimes I enjoy writing in the planner so much that I like don't have the energy to then go do the tasks. So I need to stay on top of it today. But that's my little update. I'm gonna go ahead and keep up with all of my administrative duties. I have a couple things I need to send out to clients. I need to work on posts for the Instagram for accepted. I need to make some TikTok content. It's gonna be a busy, productive day, but I'm really looking forward to it. I finally feel like I have some energy. So I will check in with you all in a little while and show you what I'm up to. To be honest, I completely forgot that I was vlogging today, but I have just been in a groove getting a bunch of work done. I made some visual assets for the social media for accepted. I went over all of my emails. I am working on negotiating a particular contract for a YouTube brand deal, and all these many things that are just piling up. I have a call with Alani, who is the new hire at Accepted. She's joining on the 15th, and I'm gonna have her on board today. I made some changes to the Notion page for Accepted and made it so that way everybody has their own master list of their own clients that are active at the moment and documents that they need to review and all of those things. So lots to get done, but ultimately I'm glad that I now have a system that works. And I'm gonna show Alani how it functions, so that way she can just jump right in once she's ready to go. We're just gonna go over a couple things, including the kind of visual assets that I need from her in order to make some social media posts about her hiring, and just so many things that need to get done. The workday is never complete. I ended up actually ordering my groceries rather than going to get them because I find that if I order them, I don't get as much food. And I'm balling on a budget right now because I'm trying to see whether or not moving is going to be possible. If not, I'm actually fine staying here. I went and looked at some apartments in town and just was not impressed with the price point. And I get a really good deal with this apartment. So if the perfect apartment does not arise, then I will just stay here, and I'm very content doing that. So that is what's currently the update. It has just been a day of working at my computer, and it'll be a long day of working at my computer as well. There's a lot of things that need to be done, and just trying to figure out how to budget my time best. I plan on going to New York on Wednesday, so I need to get as much done as I can before then because obviously I'll be gone for most of the day. That's what's happening. I don't really know what else to say. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start my meeting with Alani, and I will check in with you all a little bit later on. Tuesday. I'm so sorry I did not film very much yesterday, but I'm back on and ready to go for the day. I had a bunch of administrative stuff I needed to do for Accepted. I'm kind of restructuring. I feel like I'm constantly restructuring how I manage the team because I'm just trying to figure out what works best. I've never really had a leadership role of this sort. So trying to figure out how to best utilize everyone's strengths is something I'm still figuring out. And I had a meeting with Alani yesterday. She'll be starting next week and she's gonna join the team meeting. So if you are looking for STEM admissions for graduate school, she's your girl. She's gonna be taking up that division of the graduate school admissions process here at Accepted. So I'm really excited about that. So I'm currently pulling together some assets for our Instagram. I'm working through my to-do list and just trying to get a good start on the day. I need to edit a ton of YouTube videos and another project that I'm currently working on, which should be launching soon, and just a ton of work that I need to get done. I also have a bunch of brand negotiations that I need to do. I have 2 companies that I'm looking to work with, and I just keep getting sponsorship emails, which is wonderful and is really exciting. It's mostly just a lot to manage, and I also need to get on top of doing some readings for my dissertation today. So it's gonna be a busy one. I ended up trying to go to bed early last night and failed at it miserably. I ended up getting really just stuck reading this book and I was so obsessed with it. It's called Poisoned Ivy. It's basically about how leftist critical legal theory entered the curriculum or entered the kind of stratosphere of Harvard Law School back in the 80s. And it is absolutely fascinating. So I was tearing through that last night, taking a bunch of notes, and then all of a sudden I looked up and it was 11 p.m. and I told myself I was gonna go to bed early, but I did get a good night's sleep and I'm going to attempt to get on a normal sleeping schedule. Regardless, I am getting a bunch of work done today. I'm gonna take you all along for the ride. I have my breakfast, I've got my coffee, I've got little Miss Moo down here who's decided that she needs to be on my lap all morning. She's being a bit needy today, but that's all good. I don't mind having her on my lap. So I am gonna go ahead and get to work because I have a lot on my plate. It has been a long day. I got a lot of work done earlier. I edited and uploaded a YouTube video, did a bunch of admin stuff for Accepted, worked on our client database, and I made some dinner. And now I'm feeling sort of weird and sad, and the weather took a turn and like the sun is gone, and I'm going to spend the rest of my night watching Pride and Prejudice from 2005 because it always is a little bit of a pick-me-up. I don't know why I feel weird. I can't quite put my finger on it, but regardless, I'm feeling a little melancholy. So I'm going to cheer myself up, watch some Pride and Prejudice. And I was planning on going to New York tomorrow, but the weather looks like it is less than ideal, so I'm going to change up my plans and go sometime next week. And I think I'm actually going this weekend with some friends to go vintage clothing shopping. Regardless, I'm going to watch Pride and Prejudice and take it a little easy this evening. And then since I was supposed to take the day off tomorrow and I'll be working instead, then I can focus on work tomorrow rather than having to overdo it this evening. I might honestly go out and get a boba in a little while to cheer myself up. I have been very good and I've been trying to avoid as much sugar as I can in my apartment. If I'm out on a walk and like I go pick up something, it's fine. But I have not been keeping any ice cream or anything in my fridge in an effort to reduce my sugar intake, primarily because I consume so much sugar that I am pretty sure I'm going to have serious health problems in my future. And so I'm trying to be a little bit more cognizant of my sugar intake. But regardless, I think I might actually go get a boba. You know, X-nay everything I just said. I don't know. I'm just feeling weird. So I'm gonna watch Pride and Prejudice for now and then figure out what it is I should do. I'm just rambling now, so I'll check in with you all in a little while. Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. I am in a much better mood this morning. I ended up talking to one of my friends on the phone for like 3 hours yesterday, and that certainly lifted my spirits. I am just feeling really homesick, honestly. I really would love to go back to California right now, but flights are insane. Like, it's just too expensive. And I also have little Miss Moo that I need to watch out for, so I am just going to cool my jets and wait until I can go back in July. But I am missing my family and home, and I only booked a week back home because at the time I was just feeling kind of like anti-California from my breakup and all of that, but now I'm like, damn it, I should have just stayed in California for like a month this summer, and it's fine. I miss my family. This is the longest I think I've ever gone without going back to California, ever. Because when I was at UCLA, I would go back probably midway through the semester or midway through the quarter, so a month, maybe. And when I was at Oxford, I would come back every 2 months, and I have not been back since January, so it has been 6 months since I've been back home. And that would probably explain my homesickness. But anyway, I was planning on going to New York today, as I believe I mentioned yesterday, but because the weather is a little less than ideal, we decided to reschedule for next week, and I'm going to use my free day, essentially, to get a bunch of work done. I have a lot of video editing I need to do. I'm also going to join the accountability workshop, which Danielle is leading today. So, little change of topic. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about apartment hunting in New Haven, because I have a lot to say on the matter. A couple months ago, I went and toured apartments at another building that I really fell in love with, and I think the pricing is relatively reasonable given that it is an upgrade from where I'm at now. It has washer and dryer in unit and like all of those little luxuries. I told the agent that I was set on wanting to be in that building. Just let me know when a unit opened up, and we were pretty certain something was going to open up, but nothing has. So I am at the top of their wait list. They have not received any notices for the end of August of anybody moving out. So that means that likely nothing's going to open up at the moment. So I have talked to the leasing agent, and I'm just going to stay here. I'm going to stay put at this apartment until that opens up. I'm just going to go month to month. But I looked at a couple of apartment buildings in New Haven just as other options, and I find it upsetting the amount of money that they are able to charge for these buildings. They are like New York prices for these one-bedroom apartments. Like, they start at $2,100, starting at $2,100, which is just ridiculous. And I absolutely cannot afford that. That's no way in hell. I live relatively comfortably on my stipend from Yale living in this apartment. The only thing that I need to kind of pay in addition is my car, which I pay for with money I make from YouTube. And I can afford to move because I am starting to do more brand deals and Accepted is doing really well and all of those things. But I absolutely refuse to pay $2,000 a month. That's too much money. And so I am gonna just stick here. It is so much more advantageous for me to just stay here. It is $1,300 a month. I really do love my apartment. There's little quirky things about it that I would trade up if I was able to move into this other building and pay a little bit more, but it's not quirky enough for me to like move into a building where I'm gonna have to pay nearly $1,000 more for rent. Absolutely not. That is the little apartment update. I don't think I'll be moving anytime soon. So I might do some little redesign projects within my apartment space just so I feel like it's a little bit more fresh. I've been stuck here since the beginning of August and alone, you know, without really hanging out with people. So I feel like I know the space really well and I want to change it up a little bit. That's the situation at the moment. I just wanted to give you guys a little update because I talked about it in a couple of vlogs ago, and I know I'm nosy and like to know these types of things, so I am going to give you guys that juicy information about what's going on with my life and apartment situation. That's what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and go take Moo for a walk. I slept in this morning because my sleep schedule's all messed up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started and like actually be productive. It is many hours later. I have done a bunch of batch content creation for the Accepted Instagram and done a bit of research. I'm now here with Miss Chloe Landis. We're working together. I have a lot of video editing that I need to do, and she's also editing a vlog. And if you want to check out her channel, her links are going to be down below, which you definitely should. And she is about to start a job in Switzerland this fall where she will be teaching art history. So definitely an intriguing journey to be following along. I am currently just doing some admin stuff, and then I'm going to go ahead and work on editing some videos myself, and then try to figure out my plan for tomorrow. That's pretty much the overall strategy for today and the last couple of days. I know it's been kind of slow, but the weather's been kind of weird here in New Haven. It's been raining on and off, and I had basically just been here glued to my desk as per usual. So I will check in with you guys a little bit later and let you know what I'm up to. Happy Thursday. I got up this morning and watched the series finale for Younger, and I won't give any spoilers, but I'm very impressed with how they wrapped it up. I'm actually quite surprised that they, in my opinion, did a good job in the end. And I have some consultations today with some clients. I have a bunch of coding I need to do for my research position. I've gotten a couple questions about my research position. So it is a project with two professors. One is at UCL and the other one is at Harvard Business. They're both economic historians, and we're looking at the Royal African Company documents and basically coding the letters into a massive database which looks at the language of the instructions. So it is a very cool project. I'm very excited that they selected me to join the team. Once we're done compiling all the data and they end up writing a book for it, I think it's gonna be really freaking cool. But I'm gonna be working on that. I'm going back and recoding some of the letters from before just to make sure that we have all the information that we need. And then we're moving forward. Right now we're in like 1702-ish, but I'm currently backtracking, so I'm still in the 1680s working on those letters. But it's really cool getting to work with them. All of the documents are housed at the National Archives in Kew in the UK, but we have images, so scans of all of them that is organized into Dropbox. So we work out of that, and it's just really cool getting to work with old 17th century archival materials again. Most of the letters have been transcribed, so I don't have to actually read the 17th century document. We do go back and make sure that the language was transcribed correctly when there's a bit of a question, because the symbols and things that they're using at the time are obviously a bit different than they are today, such as it goes with history. But I need to do some of that work today. I also need to do some refilming for a big project that I'm working on launching, and just a bunch of stuff that I need to get done. I also need to run out after my consultations and send out some mail, and then I will be working like all day. That's kind of my plan. I had a very nice evening last night. I worked with Chloe for a couple hours. I did some content planning. I'm realizing I need to like actually make it an effort to go shoot content. So I'm not going to do that today, but I'm going to try and do that tomorrow. I'm going to try to get up early and like put on makeup and try to go shoot some content on campus. I need to go ahead and get my day started since I just sat here eating breakfast, watching Younger. I also made myself a cup of coffee this morning. I know this vlog is just fairly rambly, but to be honest, I've just been sitting at my desk, and because I'm not taking classes, it's kind of hard to talk about all the things that I'm working on because I feel like I'm just doing a bunch of admin stuff for Accepted and other types of organizational stuff for my PhD and all of that. I got this special sugar from this place in Alexandria in Old Town. It's one of my favorite like tea and spice companies, and they have this rose flavored sugar, and I decided to put a little bit in my coffee, and it is excellent. I really want to buy some like fancy syrups and things, but that requires money, and I'm trying not to spend any money right now. Also, I'm gonna go look at this one apartment that I saw listed on one of the Yale pages today. I am not quite sure I will take it. The price is excellent, but it's a little far out of town. Like, it's up in East Rock. It's near East Rock Park, which I'm sure Moo would love. Like, I'm sure Moo would love to live there. But I really love living in downtown, so I'm not sure. But I know this vlog is just super rambly, but this is just a chatty vlog. We're just gonna call it that. So this is like all the random life update things that occur when school isn't in the way to cloud my mind. Here's my little update for the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and go sit at my desk, get some client documents reviewed, and get to work. Hello, how are you today? All right, so let's talk about your statement of purpose. The general structure of it needs to change a little bit. So right now it is very research proposal heavy, so we need to change up the structure and balance of it a little bit. All done with consultations for today. Had some really great meetings and very excited about all of my grad student applicants. I have many that are applying to PhDs and master programs in the UK this year, which is really exciting. I'm sure I'll get more for the US later in the cycle, but I have a lot of clients at the moment that are applying to Oxford or Cambridge, and I have a couple that are applying to DPhil programs at like LSE or at St. Andrews, so very exciting to be working with them. And I am all done with my client document review. It felt really good to go in this morning and click off all of the documents that I had to review and say that they are sent off for review with the client. Now I have a few minutes and then I'm gonna go get in the car and go to that apartment viewing I was telling you about, take you along with me and show you the space. And I will get some videos of the apartments so that you can see them as well, and let me know what you think. So this is the only video that I got of the apartments I looked at. This one was really nice and had all of the upgraded finishes, but it was really far from downtown and from campus, and so while it was a very nice apartment, I decided to opt out. I'm back from viewing the apartment and running some errands. I am just sitting here. I ate some lunch, and now I'm gonna go take my afternoon power nap before getting a bunch of work done. I need to edit this video. I have some other admin stuff I need to do. I also have a ton of data entry I need to do for my research position. So it's gonna be a busy evening, but I'm gonna go ahead and go collapse in my bed with Moo for a little while and then get right back to it. It is such a lovely day here in New Haven. The humidity has slowly died down a little and it is warm, the sun is out, so no more dreary weather for a while, or so I hope. I know this vlog has been a little slow going and Probably not as much B-roll as I normally film, but I have some fun things going on this weekend. I'm going to do a little weekend vlog. I have a lot of informational videos coming your way. I have a video on how to write a literature review. I have my reading skills video coming. I have a video on applying to Oxbridge, how I got into Yale, like so many different videos. So if there's anything that you would like to see or questions you have that you would like included in them, please leave them in a comment down below. And if you are looking to apply to schools this year, whether you're applying as a transfer student from community college, you're applying to graduate school in the US, the UK, EU, etc., please feel free to check out my website at Accepted Consulting. And I think that's all the information for today, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog because I know it's been really rambly and kind of all over the place. But I promise that this weekend I am actually going to be doing things that are not just sitting around in my apartment doing admin work. I am actually heading to New York with some friends. We're gonna go thrift shopping. I'm very excited about, and that's what's going on. So I will see you all in the next one. If you enjoyed, please remember to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button if you are yet to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.